Formal contact tracing going on in your own home, mandated by the government no less. Say it ain't so. Well, it's not so in most parts of Ontario, but there are a couple jurisdictions that have recently introduced very strange public health orders that you gotta wonder what's the response going to be? Will people abide by them? Just the other day, effective September 10th, Durham Region in the eastern part of the Greater Toronto Area enacted a Section 22 order under an Ontario Public Health Act that stipulates that whenever you have a social gathering of two or more persons who are not of the same household, so anytime you have anyone over to your home, you have to write down their name, write down their phone number, keep it in a logbook, keep it for a full month, and at any time, if public health asks for it, you must give it over to them within 24 hours. And if you don't comply with any of those steps, you can be fined $5,000. It's unbelievable, but believe it, it's happening. Durham Region introducing it. York Region also recently introduced it. Both of these were done quietly. They were not approved by City Council. They were not voted on by City Council or by committee. It is actually the powers of the municipal chief medical officers to be able to do that under this Section 22 law that, well, a lot of people have been talking about it the past year and a half, the big powers that it gives to local and regional medical officers of health. So what do you think? Is this something that you're going to comply with? You're probably thinking, surely this isn't the full story, that there's some outs, there's some exemptions. If you're having your best friend over for coffee, if your toddler has another toddler over for a play date, if you have your own mother or sister or what have you over, they don't live with you, but they're family. What's the big deal? Surely those are exempt. No, they're not. This is not just about whether or not you're having some sort of party that you're charging people an entry fee for or whatnot, strangers you don't even know. All social gatherings in private dwellings. This is a thing that has been introduced in Durham Region. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the weeks ahead. There have been some crazy fines issued in Ontario throughout the course of COVID-19 pandemic, and one wonders, are they actually going to issue someone a fine, a $5,000 fine for not going along with this? Wowzers, we shall see.